Hey everyone, so today we're using a team around KYUREM, and this is a team that was built by somebody in my Discord. Their name is TP Fire. They're a very good player, and they recently hit 1800s on the ladder with it, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try as well. This team has an Alolan Ninetales HO build, and I definitely want to lead T-Tar into that. Cerulege might have close combat is the problem, but another reason I led T-Tar is because I can break any sort of potential focus sash on this. They're probably going to go for the close combat here if I have to guess. I could go Gliscor. I could also go Zapdos and try to Volt Switch, which I think is the correct play. Let's just do that. Ends up bringing out Lando T, so I guess maybe they don't have the close combat on that set. This is a good chance to get in my KYUREM, but I could also just go right for Hurricane if I really want to. The thing is, they could be Rocky MZ or something that would just knock me out, and I do need my Zapdos for the Mega Pinsir later on in the game, so we're going to go ahead and make that KYUREM play right now. I know that this doesn't really solve the Rocky MZ problem, however. If KYUREM dies, it's not the end of the world into this team. That would be totally okay. And right here, they're going to go out into the Alolan Ninetales, I think. So I can double out into Tyranitar to get a knockoff into Lando. Or I can just click Earth Power and predict that. What's the correct play? I actually think I'm going to go Ferrothorn on the Alolan Ninetales and try to get up Rocks, because I really do value Rocks into this team. It's a really Rocks weak, and if I can force Terapagos to come out, we can break that thing's ability. So we're going to go ahead and get up the Rocks right now. I'm assuming after this thing comes out, it'll want to do the same thing, so we'll get out KYUREM here before they do that. And basically now I can Earth Power, or I think I just Freeze Dry in this spot, honestly. Yeah, we're able to knock out the Lando right there. Crit didn't matter. It's a Landorus T, so goodbye to that thing. And now Ninetales has to take 25%. So do you go Terapagos now? You do. They want their spin-offer right now, it seems. Am I okay going Tyranitar, or would I rather just attack this thing? That's the question. I think I would rather just attack until I'm dead here, to be honest. KYUREM is not that useful into the rest of this build. I guess it outspeeds Cerulege, but without the boots, I'm not really sure I'm ever going to get to Defog. It's going to be tricky. We'll just go for Freeze Dry. Maybe I get a Freeze and we can steal this game. But we don't. No idea whether I live Terra Starstorm right now, but if I can, then I can actually click Surging Strikes with Urshifu after, which would be preferable. So they go for Calm Mind. That is totally cool. You're just giving me free damage right now. And there's the freeze. I mean, I wasn't playing for the freeze, but I definitely did get lucky right there because they might have a Rapid Spin again and then, like, outspeed everybody. T-Tar was still at full, though. But, like, now this is just completely over for them unless they thaw. I do feel bad about it. Yeah, like, I guess I did hit them with how many Freeze Dries? Just 2, right? They stay frozen, so really lucky against the Terapagos right there. Like I said, I wasn't playing for that, but hey, it's 10%, right? You're going to get it sometimes. Let's see what they want to do about me now, because they're in a really tough spot. Brings out Cerulege. I just Earth Power this thing. We want to make sure that it doesn't have a Sash up, and if it SDs right here, I don't believe +2 Shadow Sneak even knocks me out, so we're just going to deal with that Pokemon as well and win the game. Nice. Okay, lucky game 1 for sure. I don't know what that Terapagos was, but if it had a Z-move, it actually might have been a really big problem into the rest of my team, because then T-Tar wouldn't have been able to tank the hit if it was like Ground EMZ, for instance, right? So who knows, though. I did get the freeze, so we're not going to find out. Let's go ahead and try to beat this team using Subrist KYUREM. They really don't do well into it. Maybe Corviknight can tank the hits just fine, but I would love to get a knockoff into that with T-Tar if possible. Let's lead off with my... I need Zapdos for Zaha. This is actually kind of a tricky matchup. I'll lead Urshifu. The only problem with Urshifu lead here is, yes, I get free U-turns into everybody, but all that really accomplishes is they're going to bring out their Corviknight and ship me with a Rocky Helmet, so doesn't really feel worth it, if I'm being honest. I really don't want to lead badly into Ogerpon either, though. What if I just lead off with my Ferrothorn and try to get up Rocks early? That seems like a good idea. So into this Pokemon, I can click Knockoff. They do go for the U-turn. Let's see who they want to bring out, though. Are you going Lottie? You go Za, so we'll find out what you are. If you lose your Choice Band, I know you have 4 attacks. There we go. So could be going for Stone Edge right here. This is a tricky Pokemon to switch into because it's going to have coverage for everybody. It has Stone Edge for Zapdos. It has Ice Fang for Gliscor. It has Close Combat for everybody else. I really don't know what I want to do about this, if I'm being honest right now. Can I live the hit they would go for? Let's see. If I decided to stay in here into a Zamazenta without a Choice Band, could I live Close Combat? I actually could. So I could go for rocks here, have them take some Iron Barb's chip, and then go Zapdos after. I think that's what I should be trying to do. We'll live that as we see. And then I can't go Zapdos, I'm just going to let them knock me out. Yeah, like I could have tried to switch, but it just feels really careless there to try to do that. So my next play is going to be into Zapdos. I don't have HP Ice, unfortunately. Let's double into Urshifu here on the Gliscor, and then go right for U-turn on the Corviknight while rocks are up at least. I gotta get like all these plays right is basically what needs to happen, so we're gonna go U again. I think try to get a Volt Switch off. They're probably gonna try to defog here is what I'm hoping. If they go Gliscor, they go Gliscor. I'll Hurricane it. Or maybe I'll go hard KYUREM because this thing is kind of low. The only thing is they could Toxic here. They go for Knockoff. Okay. Knockoff sometimes doesn't carry Toxic, so let's go U before the rocks go up. Perfect. And this is a chance for me to click Substitute. As they click Protect. Okay. So I guess they wanted to find out if I was Choice Specs. Choice Specs KYUREM would destroy this team, by the way, but I'm not Choice Specs, unfortunately. We get the freeze, but this gets 2-hit KO'd anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. And now this KYUREM is going to have a very easy time into this team because we were able to beat the Za. I don't know what Lottie has for me. I'm just going to wear it down with the Freeze Dry. I don't believe I'll kill, but it'll do a lot. Yeah, no Freeze again, which, you know, I can't expect all of them. I could see Aura Sphere here. Let's pivot through Spadef Gliscor, I think is the correct play. Is it though? Because if I lose Gliscor, Ival is just suddenly an issue. But like, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for Aura Sphere here. Is it a throw to go... maybe I just sack off the Zapdos to be safe in this instance. Can I live Stone Edge from 59? I really doubt it, but we are very Fizz-Def. We actually can pretty easily. Wait a minute. So how do I take advantage of this? Do I try to land a Hurricane? I think I have to try to land a Hurricane. Like, I could go for the Volt Switch and then close combat with Urshifu. That's not a bad idea either. However... yeah, I don't know. This one's looking tough. I could try to Roost spam, but they're doing over half potentially. That just feels too passive to go for, doesn't it? Just land. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do about that, man. They're going to have Ice Fang for my other guy. Can I get a static here? Like, go for close combat. They land all their Stone Edges. That's so tough. I'll go U and click Surging, or... I don't even know at this point. Let's just go for Surging. Okay. Goes Pawn. So I gotta lose a Mon to this, basically. I actually think I might just lose the game to this. So we keep Gliscor and we sack T-Tar to chip this down. Goes for SD. Hopefully the two Sand turns could put them in range of close combat. That's kind of what I need. And then I gotta hope they're like not Ice Punch Ival so Gliscor can beat it. Basically, that's like my master plan here. But I think I'm just gonna end up losing. I could try to go back to Shifu, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I should just let this die. Yeah, we just gotta hope this close combat kills. I can't afford to U-turn. They sack Za. Okay, that's actually great for me. I don't know why they did that. But it comes down to the Ival set. Can I beat whatever Ival this is? Goes Gliscor. This is actually okay, I believe. I just go KYUREM. Knockoff isn't scary. I get free chip here, which is perfect. I could Roost, but I think I'll just Freeze Dry immediately. Like, they're never gonna let me sub there. They would just go for Earthquake. So out comes the threat. This is the problematic Pokemon on their team right now. I believe I just have to let them knock me out here with the Moonblast. So let's do that. And then hope Gliscor can beat this is the idea. I can't afford to Protect on a setup move. I'm just going to go for Toxic and see what they do about it. Does a lot. What's the roll? Because I can... if Gliscor beats this Pokemon, I win. What's the roll? That's what I need to find out. Ogerpon, no, not Ogerpon, Iron Valiant. They're fully special, clearly. It does 36 to 43 for max special attack. I'm out of range. So I think I Earthquake here. And now I Protect, question mark? And then they die, and then I close combat the Ogerpon and we win. I think we're good to go now, and they can't switch out because they lose to CC anyway. So there's that. I actually hope it's a double down because then I can just not have to worry about Trailblaze nonsense. But it's not. So if they have Trailblaze, this is actually an issue. Come on, don't be Trailblaze. It's just Cudgel. Okay, we're good to go. Close Combat definitely knocks this out, and we win the game. Nice. Alright, game number 3 against a Mega Medicham Raging Bolt team. So a lot of scary wall breakers. No ground immunity unless they're Air Balloon Golden Ghost. So unfortunately, I don't have like a Scarf Lando or anything, but we have Earthquake, Gliscor, and Earth Power KYUREM to click ground moves at least. So maybe that's something we can take advantage of. Let's lead off with something that doesn't give Medicham free kills, aka my Zapdos. Okay, good play. This is actually really tricky because Gliscor doesn't want to come in on Specs Draco, but if they Volt Switch on Ferrothorn, it's kind of bad. I think I'll go Pharaoh, and if they Volt, then I'll just go back to Zapdos on the Medicham, and it is what it is. They go for Devastating Drake, predicting Gliscor. Okay, so we make the right play. What do I value here? I can get up Rocks, or I could choose to Leech Seed my health back. They do have the Golden Go, though, so Rocks is the better play initially. Goes hard Garchomp. And because we saw the Z move on Raging Bolt, this shouldn't be like Outrage or anything, so I'm going to go KYUREM. I think I could live anything from Garchomp. I know this is a bit aggro, but they shouldn't have a Dragon move to OHKO me with here. It would have to be Raw Outrage, which would be so random. I was really tempted to Earth Power, honestly, just because I kind of thought they would switch, but on the off chance they just wanted to like Toxic me and sack that, it was not the correct play. Now though, do I Earth Power here? I mean, KYUREM is great, but it really just invites in Mega Medicham over and over again. I think I'll just use it here to weaken King Gambit. I should have lived Sucker Punch, I would like to think. Because Knockoff did a lot. Sucker Punch is quite a bit weaker. King Gambit. Yeah, it doesn't kill. So it goes ahead and preserves to give me chip on Medicham. I'm totally happy with that. You put yourself in range of Urshifu. So Surging Strikes is definitely a win con. I just can't click it while Garchomp's around, is the one thing. Do I sack KYUREM here? No, absolutely not. It still comes in on Bolt potentially. I think I go Zapdos. Hopefully we get like a static. That would be really nice, because Zen Headbutt comes out here, right? Psycho Cut's not strong enough, but you might have Ice Punch to follow that up. Urshifu is not a play I can make. I just got a Volt. Okay, good play. Maybe I should have Hurricaned. This is going for Toxic here if I had to guess. I'm just going to go Pharaoh. Okay, so this is an issue, obviously. Let's go ahead and knock off the leftovers if they want to give that to me. I would be totally happy. They might just Earthquake here for chip. It's going to come down to a lot of mind games later between whether I can defog or not. Get a Leech Seed off here. I have defog. The thing is, like, it's going to be Boogaloo and Golden Go on this team. I know that. Because you have no ground immunity. But I'm going to try to defog once. Yeah, it is Balloon Golden Go. I just wanted to confirm before I actually made anything that was too aggro, right? So here, I got to decide what I'm doing about it. I guess U is fine. Now they're going to Shadow Ball, right? I'll just sack this. I believe I can go... It's going to be tricky, but I can go U-turn, break the balloon. They actually go Garchomp, hoping I'm Banded Surging, which is actually good for me. I'm happy about that. They need the balloon, yeah, obviously. That's going to help them a lot later. So I go U here. I think just Freeze Dry, honestly. They shouldn't be max speed ever. So I should just get a kill here. Is essentially how this works out. There we go. Medicham comes out now, and... Okay, we got rid of the Pokemon that's stopping Urshifu, but Urshifu has like 2 Switch-ins left in it, is the issue right now. So that's a thing. I just sack this. Yeah, no other choice. Then we go U. I believe I click Surging every time. Goes Bolt. Go Gliscor here on potentially the Draco. Or I could predict their double. But they just go for Draco. I know they're going out into Golden Go. I just have to hope T-Tar can tank the hit here. Alright, if this tanks, then I can win. Come on, tank the thing. I'm faster than it. Okay, wait, but... Okay, we knocked it out. Nice. I wasn't sure whether that would get the same roll or not. Now I have to get my defog off, and we actually have a chance to win. Oh wait, but I'm never gonna get the defog off, and I think I just lose right now, actually. Because if they have Bullet Punch, they knock out Urshifu, and Sand is up. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do here. We'll sack the Zapdos, or actually kind of need Zapdos for potentially Val. I mean, Val just wins with Moonblast at this point, too. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Goes for CC. Do you have Bullet Punch? I just click Surging, or I guess I'll go for U-turn. It's actually great because you just gave me the defog, so not too unhappy about that. Don't think it matters though, they just win, right? I guess I go U and Roost and see if I can get healthy. They go ahead and knock off my item. Okay, we're at full. I'm trying to play this back, but I don't think it matters, right? They just go Raging Bolt here and do too much. You click Draco, right? So I can maybe, like, Hurricane Confuse? Nah, but they get the Calm Mind up for free. We'll still go for the Confusion, I guess, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They just Draco and then win. Oh, we got the Confusion. Okay. And I gotta try to Roost, but they break through. GG's, man. Got our next game. I think my mistake there was definitely just not doubling to Tyranitar the first time I knew Goldengo was coming in. Had I done that, I could have potentially gone for a knockoff or a pursuit, dealt with the Goldengo, and defogged a lot sooner for the rest of the team, right? So just some wrong scenario analysis by me, but we'll go ahead and try to do better in this game. Trick Room is going to be a matchup, though, because we do have a slow Ferrothorn, which is helpful into Pokemon like Ursaluna and Marowak. However, what do I do about Hatterene lead? I think I'm just leading T-Tar here, if I'm being honest. Mawile. Not good for me. Could be going for Player Off or Fire Fang. Just SDs immediately. Well, you're getting Heat Waved. We don't get a burn, but I got a lot of chip on Mawile, which I'm happy about. They did knock out my Pokemon, though. Go U every time here. I believe just click Earth Power. They probably go P2 on the double, but it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to attack what's in front of me right now. This Mawile is an issue if the Healing Wish it back later. Maybe I should make the double into T-Tar, predicting one of the Trick Room setters to come in. It's just, am I really going to double on a +2 Mawile, right? It just feels silly to do that. Okay, I should have done it. It's okay, though. We'll go Ferrothorn here. They get up their Trick Room, and I think they just go Hatterene, so I'm just going to Power Whip that. Maybe they'll... Okay, they go Marowak, so... Flare Blitz, probably. What am I trying to win with? SD, this should be Bone Meringue this turn. So let's go or Earthquake, probably, right? There we go. So now we can, like, protect and stall out the Trick Room. I'm being really passive so far. I really don't want to let them go out into another Trick Room setter. As they just Flare Blitz there. Okay, well, that's really bad, but we can Pursuit here and knock this out, probably. Luckily, we lived. That's kind of why I wanted to do this, too, but it's not at all great. It's not horrible, though, because Tyranitar didn't have coverage for Mawile anyway, so I'm not too worried. And we're still alive, so that's a thing. Are they trying to keep this? I don't really think you want to, right? Should I just knock off, honestly? I mean, I don't want them keeping this, but at the same time, I think they're going to stay in, and I don't know if Pursuit can kill if they stay in. Let's see. Tyranitar into Marowak. Pursuit does, like, nothing. Wait, this is... I have a regular Tyranitar in the calc, but it still won't kill. Goes ahead and brings out P2. So Flare Blitz would have been a good play there. Let's Stone Edge here. Do a lot to that Pokemon. Can't let them knock me out. That would be a misplay. I'm so tempted to go for Rocks, but I just can't. It's just not happening, unfortunately. Can knock off KO this? Definitely not. Ferrothorn's not that strong. Let's see. Let's give it a random item. Oh, wait. That's why Pursuit was doing nothing. 38 to 45, you're at 43. Yikes. Well, I know you're going for Flare Blitz. I need this Pokemon is the thing. Like, I lose without it. Get the roll. Oh, we got the crit. Okay, I kind of needed to get something there, because if I switch out, then I kind of lose anyway. So now this is going to go for Like Fire Punch, I think. Let's go hard KYUREM and Freeze Dry here. Or do I keep KYUREM to sub and then potentially win later now that Porygon's low? I think that's the play. Do I just power up this down then? I know they're Fire Punching is the thing. Okay, how do I want to do this? We do land. They go for the Fire Punch. Now they're going to Fire Punch again, I think. Actually, they can just Facade here. There's really no reason for them not to. I really want to keep Pharaoh just in case they get this back in later under Trick Room. Yeah, they do go for Facade. That was going to happen, whether I liked it or not. Let's go U, and let's collect Freeze Dry now. And they basically have to sack Pokemon or like go hard into one of their bulky Trick Room setters. I think this is still fine though. It's just a matter of whether they Healing Wish back Mawile later. That's going to be annoying if they do that. But I sub here for sure. Do you have Moonblast? If you don't have Moonblast, that's great because... Should I Freeze Dry first? They actually disconnect. Do they just not think they can beat sub KYUREM? I mean, I would take the win here. If you don't have Moonblast, I think I do kind of win with sub KYUREM. But I don't think you lose. Like, why are you... Okay, they're back, thankfully. Lunar Dances. I'm glad I roosted. Who's coming in? Mawile? To play rough me twice? I guess that's the play. No pun intended. Out comes this thing. So we Freeze Dry once. Oh, they're actually going for Psychic Noise to hit me through the sub. Good play. That's doing a lot. Are you like Specs? That's doing so much damage. Okay, so I probably don't underspeed here. They're going to go for the Fairy move. They're not going to let me go out into T-Tar right now. Okay, so basically, I need to hope Stone Edge can kill, and if it does, then I win with Surging Strikes right now. And if they get up Trick Room again, I don't win. That's what this game comes down to. I guess we can calc it, but there's kind of no point. I hate that Tyranitar Mega is not in my damage calculator. Tyranitar Mega. We're not Adamant, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm calcing it. It's my only play, but Stone Edge doesn't kill if they're the defensive set. If they don't have the defense investment, it does kill. Based on the Psychic Noise damage they were doing to KYUREM, I think they have to be max special attack investment. Yeah, they're max special attack, meaning the Stone Edge should kill. Max special attack, modest nature is the only way they could do 43% with Psychic Noise. So basically, the Stone Edge kills and I have to land it. Well, it almost always kills. I think it was like 64 min. There we go, nice. And now I basically just Surging Strikes away and we win the game. Oh, never mind. Right. I lose anyway. I think so, right? I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Because they just teleport right now and play rough me 3 times, I think. Yeah, I lose. Unless they miss play rough. Come on, miss your play rough. There's one. They can Iron Head here. Oh, wait. Can I potentially play off a choke? Don't go for play rough. Go for something else. Play roughs and misses. Wait a minute. I'm going T-Tar and sacking and then hoping Surging can... Actually, Close Combat will win. I think we just stole the game off the play rough miss. Close Combat, everybody. I think even if I take defense drop, Sucker Punch won't kill later. So that play rough miss did it. I mean, I had to try to switch and hope they didn't play rough or they missed. Those are my 1 of 2 plays, so I think we're good. I mean, I shouldn't have won this one, but hey, it's 90% accurate. I'll take it. For some reason, I always forget about the Healing Wish, like early in the game, and then when it happens late in the game, it ends up costing me, but they also have to land their moves, and I feel really bad that they couldn't. This entire team is like 4x weak to Freeze Dry from KYUREM, so yeah, this is going to be a matchup of all time. I'm not letting KYUREM take any damage. No Supersonic Sky Strike for you, dude. Sorry. Do anything else, but KYUREM will be Freeze Drying later, and you will like it. Goes for Raw Hurricane. I do get haxed, but like, I've gotten pretty lucky in this video between that Terapagos freeze and the player I've missed last game. I have no reason to complain about anything. We'll just go for Stone Edge here. Okay, I miss into Swampert. It is what it is. I'll just bring out Zapdos. I'm just trying to get at my KYUREM 6 times and freeze dry everybody. That's really my entire game plan. So flip turns out, no static, it's okay. Like I said, I have no reason to complain about hacks for the rest of this video. Let's see what they want to bring out. Gastrodon. So I could see Toxic. Let's try to get up my rocks here. Going KYUREM on a Toxic would be a mistake. We have Boots, so I don't really have to care about them hazard stacking me. Yeah, they try to Toxic my KYUREM. I'm sorry, man. Not happening. I am curious whether it's Z-move Zapdos. Like, it's the only mon on this team that would want a Z-move. Unless Kingdra has the Z-move. Gets up rocks. They were willing to let me Power Whip that, interestingly. Maybe I'll try to do that now. Sacks off the Swampert. This Rain team needs something for like KYUREM. Something like an Archaludon or a Ferrothorn with Gyro Ball. The Gyro Ball Ferrothorn doesn't beat sub KYUREM though because of pressure stall, so it's not even the greatest matchup of all time there. Typically the counter is Archaludon on Rain teams, so out comes this. This is another mon that threatens KYUREM because it's faster. So I think I kind of just want to stay in, but I also am worried about Kingdra. Just go you and Hurricane. Like, what do you have, Trailblaze? Are you about to cheese the game away with Trailblaze? I hope not, but like, you would have to dodge the Hurricane to do that, and not get static the second time when you already tried to click something into static earlier. It's just not good odds for you, right? You gotta not get static and dodge. Like, what are the odds of that? So they opt to just take the kill, which is, you know, the correct decision. Let's go ahead and U-turn. Brings out Pelipper. Alright, it is time to start freeze-drying stuff. Actually, do I sub? I think I just sub first. They wouldn't be Encore on SD. Yeah, let's get a sub off. No, you know what? That's really silly. I should just freeze-dry. Is it? Like, if they can't break my sub, I should sub. So let's just do that. Because at the end of the day, I would love to be behind a sub against something like if they try to sack Gastrodon or Zapdos here. Yeah, like this, for instance. So now we freeze dry. I don't actually know if it KOs Gastrodon. But I don't know if they can break my sub with anything. Gastrodon is insanely bulky though, so if they're the Spidef variant, I think they might live this freeze dry. I could try to Roost, but I don't really see the point. Yeah, it does live it. Oh, they have Scald. Okay. Oh, it crit. But I just sub again, and it won't crit this time, right? Yeah. So now we freeze dry here. We can knock this thing out, and I could Roost, actually. Let them break my sub again, and then sub and get it up on 76. It also solves the rain turn problem, so we'll go ahead and do that. I can't speak right now. Let's go ahead and get the sub back up and freeze dry something away. Oh, are you actually Encore? There's no way, right? You're just going for Superpower or Cudgel to break my sub again. Yeah, okay, there you go. So Gastrodon's dead, Zapdos is still around, but we have the Weather Reverser and we have KYUREM still at 75. I think it's looking over. Yeah, I don't think there's much they can do. We'll just go Ferrothorn here and Leech Seed. Goes for Life Orb, Hydro Pump. You might have HP Fire, but it's on Rain. Like, why would you have that move? Let's just Leech Seed somebody. Maybe Zapdos coming in. There it is. I kind of want to knock off the item, but it's probably a Z move. We'll just go ahead and go Gliscor. Volt switches out. We can Toxic somebody here. And yeah, they go ahead and forfeit. Nice. Game number 6. We'll go ahead and wrap it up with this one right now. Looks to be very weak to sub KYUREM, but they do have some threats that can definitely break the sub because they're faster. I'm looking at these two at the end particularly. However, Urshifu might be able to win. They do have static potential. I really think that I have to lead Urshifu though, and just into the Diancie. Okay, so here, I kind of have to anticipate what they're going to do, huh? I would like to think like Willow. Just goes for Steam Eruption. That looks to be a boot set. So do I Earth Power? I think I just Earth Power or sub. I'll just Earth Power though. Okay, we got a crit into Volcanion. I'm getting so lucky in this video. I don't get it. Like every game I'm getting something in my favor. So out comes Zamazenta now. Even in the game that I lost, like I got that confusion right at the end, which gave me some sort of chance. Not really, but you know. What do I do now? Because Zamazenta could be banded. Do I want to go Zapdos on a banded Stone Edge? Not really. It opens up the door for Landorus, Earthquake, Wincon later. Gliscor is nice into Zapdos, though, to throw off Toxics, and honestly kind of walls a lot of this team right now. I guess we'll scout for whether it's banded with Zapdos and then switch it out if it is. We get a Static. Yeah, I don't get what's going on with my luck in this video, I'm going to be honest. Okay, we do actually miss an attack, funnily enough. Finally something goes my opponent's way. They actually probably lose to Surging Strikes if I can just get rid of Zapdos. So that's like goal number 1 right now. Let's go U. They go for Stone Edge there. I don't know if this has Supersonic Sky Strike or what it's trying to do. Goes Melmetal, so this has Ice Punch. Okay. Do I just want to go Pharaoh? Try to get up my rocks on this. Goes for Dib. I think I live Superpower, so let's go for rocks. Goes for Dib again. Is it banded? Maybe it's banded. Let's knock off to find out. No, it was Punching Glove, so now you have to take damage. Meaning you should go for Earthquake here. Goes for Dib again. And now the Earthquake. Okay, good play, but I think I'm fine with the way that worked out. No idea whether KYUREM kills is the issue, and I kind of need that too. Let's check the calc. KYUREM into Melmetal. If they're not Assault Vest and they're like the Punching Glove set. So this very Spit F variant takes 45 to 53. My Volt Switch did 33 though, so they don't have that much Spit F investment. Yeah, like as you can see, it's at the very least just max HP, so my Earth Power should kill from KYUREM. So let's go ahead and try to do it that way. I don't believe they can... Okay, good play into Lando. This thing has to be Scarfed, the way they're playing it. Goes for U-turn. This Gliscor like also wins the game right now, so that's a thing. Now they're going to Ice Punch for sure. Okay, we got another Para, because why not? Goes for Earthquake there. Maybe going Gliscor is risky, like that was probably a pointless play, but... I don't know, like I really didn't think they would Ice Punch that turn. Goes Zamazenta to Ice Fang me. Maybe I should just throw away this Urshifu. Like I'm trying to use it as a win con when it really just is not going to win while that Zapdos is around. Feels a bit silly to try to use it here. Let's just go Tyranitar and weaken this Pokemon. Throw off Low Kick to put it in range of KYUREM. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually going to sub once just in case they get full parried. Because Sand would knock them out anyway, right? And it's not like a tank hits from anybody. So there's Diancie. I believe I've positioned it to where Gliscor wins, is the idea here. But I'll keep KYUREM just in case I need it. Sec off them. Go U here and Earthquake. Goes ahead and Diamond Storm's trying to get a defense boost. Okay, I see you. Okay, so you don't have HP Ice. That's really good to see. And you're like not Spatak invested at all. Okay, so I think we're good to go now. After all that. I mean, my matchup into this team was just really strong. So I don't really see what else they could have done. I ended up playing it super safe, so it did end up being quite close. But like, they really couldn't do much into my team. We do end off at 18-10 though, so I'm really happy about that. I did hope you all enjoyed this. Big shout outs to TP Fire for the team. It did really well. I definitely think there are some matchups where it struggles. Like, if I ran into like a Pex Gliscor team, that would have definitely been a problem. Certain Ival sets does very well into it, but there's not a certain team that beats everything, right? So I can't really blame that on TP Fire as a whole. It's totally fine. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.